Welcome back to Claudia's Knitting Universe. Today we're gonna knit a headband. For this project I'll be using some bigger sized needles. I'm actually using this kit from KnitPal that I just got recently, and I'll be using 15 US needles. These needles are actually 16 inches long, which will be great for scarves and shawls that I'll be doing this winter. So here are all the different sizes in the pack. Also in this pack you have some marker stitches. You have this handmade thing that you can put at the end of your project, and some tapestry needle, which are great because the holes are bigger, so when you're using chunky yarn it passes right through it, so I really enjoy that. And for this project take any chunky yarn you want. The first step is to cast on 10 stitches on your 15 US needles. And the technique is still the same, simple and easy one, which is you turn the yarn around your finger counterclockwise. So for this pattern, it's actually really simple. We're gonna repeat knit 1, purl 1. These are like the two basic stitches that you need to know. So depending on either the right needle is in front or in the back of your project, it's a knit or a purl stitch. When it's in the back, it's a knitting stitch. When it's in the front, it's a purl stitch. And you always wrap your yarn like in the same direction. So it's counterclockwise on your right needle. And what I really enjoy about these needles is that they're made out of plastic, so they're really light, and it's good when you're using bigger size needles, so you don't get tired after you've been knitting for a while. And actually this pack just cost about $25 Canadian, which is a great deal for everything that you have in that pack. Yep. What I like about bigger size needle in general is that I feel like your hands don't get I don't have pain in my hands like after I've been knitting a while, because it's like a larger grip. So that's what's good about knitting with jumbo size needles. Also, the size written on these needles are in the metric size, so don't get confused. As I was in the beginning, I thought they were the US size, but it's the metric size. And once that we've reached the length that we want, we're gonna cast off, and for that we're gonna knit and purl as usual, but we're only gonna have one stitch on the right needle all time, and for that is we're gonna pull the second stitch on top of the first stitch, so we always have one stitch on the needle. As for the length of your headband, what you'll need to do is measure the circumference of your head and take off 1 to 2 inches out of that number. And once that we have only one stitch remaining on our needle, we're gonna cut the yarn and pass the yarn through the last stitch. Pull real tight, and now we'll need to join the ends. So I'm using this tapestry needle that was given in the pack. And as you can see, I didn't have any trouble passing the chunky yarn through it. And what we'll need to do to join the ends is, as you can see, there's kind of like V's at the end of the project, and we'll need to pass through those two loops, I could say, that the V forming, and we'll do that all the way until we reach the other end of the project. Now that we've finished joining the ends, we're gonna weave in the remaining yarn so it doesn't show. And I'll leave a link for all the material I've used, including the yarn, the needle set, down in the description box down below. And here's the final project. Here's our headband. I really like the final product. I'll be using it this fall. So thank you for watching my video. If you want to watch the last video, please click on it, and don't forget to like and subscribe.